This poem is called The Blazing Heart of Danko. Embittered on all sides by trees closing in, squeezing out hope, the people looked to sky and earth, to the old oak and sycamore, wondering why the birth of a child and innocent eyes led only to war, only to more of the same, as leaves fell, as buds burst in pain. Hunted by enemies, they clamour for someone to heed their sorrow. In dark night, beneath oaken domes and creaking pines, a light to shine, a beacon to find a new home. Still, fear poisoned the people from root through sap, until at last they wavered in storm-blackened night, held a moot to balance fear and sorrow. The scales swung in forest winds as the tempest raged through the night into morrow. Then Danko proclaimed in rain-lashed morn, I'll lead you through the swamps and storm to the golden fields of the steppes, where horses roam and honeyed mead is sown by the bumbling bees, and the dark of trees are unknown. Young and fierce his eyes pierced them as the lightning rent skies in twain. The people knew it was time to hasten from this swampy grave of darkened woods, or forever remain. On burr-choked paths he led them, as trees bent boughs to rake the weak and lame who stumbled, as the storm rumbled in thundered disdain. A dark mist of blame clouded their hearts. Forest spirits watched and followed, feeding fear with all their arts of spell and curse, weaving charms of fibrous despair and sorrow, while a poisonous fog gathered in hollows beneath trees, suffocating the weak with disease. But Danko forged on, a young tree stout and strong, refusing to bow, and the people grew dour, resenting his fortitude in the face of their sour weave-born fear. Birthed in anger, they seared Danko with harsh words of blame, but the flame of their anger stoked only the fire of love in his gaze. They closed in, throttled by terror, unfettered in madness, feral as beasts, they mistakenly gleaned the fire in his eyes as a demon, a forest spirit clothed in his skin, reflecting the pallor of their sins. While the dirge of the forest song droned on in the hollows, and the storm echoed sorrows, calling for murder in despair. Danko's heart flared, in love unquenched, and he raised his hand and wrenched heart from chest, thrust on high to light up the sky in living light of love. And he cried, is this not enough to lighten the way, not enough to burn a path through this dark place? The people were struck dumb, their minds now sundered of all pestilent mist. In the light of bliss and blazing love, golden fields shone above in the steppes. The way was clear, all fear was gone, and they hastened on, as Danko stood frozen, as stone, heart blazing like the sun.